Hey guys, welcome back. In the previous video, I talked about your TDEE. Recap with that is that 70% of your total daily calorie burn comes from your BMR. 15% is going to come from your getting up off your ass, 10% from the food that you eat, and then 5% from the workout. Now, let's transition from here into expanding upon the concept of why so many people fail when they start a exercise program with the goal of doing body recomposition. Now, listen, I get asked all the time, is Soldier Fit or the Herd the best workout you can do? And the answer is no. The best workout you can do is the one you will do. Now, with that being said, all workouts work. The problem is this: not all workouts work for the goal you're looking to accomplish. Let me explain. If you came to me and said, hey, Danny, I want to be able to compete in powerlifting, and I handed you a marathon training program, you might be awesome at running a mile at the end of this, but you are not going to be making anybody turn their head and go, oh man, when you step up on the bench or the deadlift or squat. Now, vice versa. If you wanted to be able to crush a marathon, me handing you a powerlifting program is going to leave you wanting. When we're looking at body recomposition, what we have to understand is that we still have to eat enough and we still have to have the right program to make sure that we're maintaining or building muscle while we're shedding that fat. Now, where most people screw up is they want to do it the wrong way. And this is where the imploding exercise diet comes from, aka the yo-yo diet. So let's use a typical example of a female. And let's say that we have a female client that comes in that has a 1,500 calorie BMR. Well, what we have been told, and you may have heard this yourself, it's a staple in our industry to say that you need to be in a 500 calorie deficit every day. The reason people say this is 500 calories times 7 days a week is 3,500 calories, which is how many calories are in a pound of fat. So what happens is oftentimes we will have women come into the gym and they're bragging. They're like, I'm only eating 1,200 calories. Well, we've already established in the previous video that your BMR is how many calories you need to breathe and blink. So if you're eating only 1,200 calories, if you're getting H2O in all its forms, salad, water, and air, the reality is you're 300 calories short of what you need to be alive. Now, the next thing that someone does is they're so committed. They're saying, listen, I'm a hardworking person. I'm going to put the time in. I'm going to do the stuff that I don't want to do, which is cardio. I hate it. And you say, I'm going to go at it full bore. But here's the problem. When you're doing that cardio does next to nothing to build lean muscle mass, which means the thing that you get out of it is a calorie burn. Well, in this example, our client is already 300 calories short of the calories they need to be alive. And so then they come along and add another 500 calories on the Peloton or the Stairmaster or their local track. Now, they're 800 calories short of what they need to exist. Now, here's what's going to happen. You're going to lose weight. You'll probably lose weight really fast over the first few weeks. But then, stop me if you've heard this before, you plateau. And when that plateau happens, you're in this weird spot because the only options that you know of is to work out more or eat less. Both of those things have put you in the flat spin to begin with. So eventually, after a couple weeks of this, of being hangry, moody, sore, your body's not able to recover, your energy levels are in the tank, and you're like, I thought fitness was supposed to fix this. You do what justifiably makes sense. You said, hell with this, and you quit. The problem is you go back to living like you were living in the first place. Now, though, because a lot of that weight that you lost was actually muscle, and muscle drives your metabolism, guess where we're at? We're at a place where your metabolism has lowered. And this is what we talked about in the previous video where we said that TEF can drop as low as 5%. In fact, if you spend any sustained amount of time eating under your BMR, we know that metabolism can drop upwards of 25, 30%. And that's exactly what happens. So you gain all the weight back while you're waiting for your metabolism to reset that you lost. The problem is it still is going to take time for it to reset again. So not only do you gain the weight back, you gain more weight on top of it. And this becomes a vicious cycle where you can never get traction. This is why it is so imperative to make sure that you're eating enough calories, incorporating strength training, and doing the right workout for the goal that you're looking for. Hope you guys learned something out of this. You got any questions? Let me know in the comment section below, and keep living, head down, horns up. Salute.